हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। यहाँ हज़ारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। He told me that I didn't look beautiful from any angle. I don't have manners to talk, and I don't even wear decent clothes. He insulted me so much. Who is there that can speak such true words to you? Rajan said in Janvi's place. Dadaji, you are making fun of me. Rajan started laughing. Okay, come to me. Janvi, you work. We both, grandfather and granddaughter, will talk. I will correct him. No one can speak like that to my daughter. Rajan made Juhi sit next to him. Which hotel did you go to eat at? Rajan asked. Instead of answering, Juhi started looking at Rajan. I still feel, Dadaji, that you are making fun of me. Tell me truthfully, am I not beautiful and do I not know how to dress properly? My daughter is very beautiful. You girls nowadays wear very short clothes. Try to style yourself a bit like your mom. Mom wears saris and sometimes suits. By the way, Mom, why don't you wear any other clothes? Janvi, who was recently doing some work, got up and came near her. There's a story behind this too. Your dad was much older than me, and I was very young. From no angle did it seem that I was his wife. So I started wearing a sari to make myself look a little older, and your dad liked it too. I don't understand one thing. Where dad marries a Hollywood actress and where he falls in love with you. You are very simple, Mom. He spends his life with a very simple girl. Who said your mother is simple? Jayaraj said, who had just come inside. Yug was also with him. She was my mom who put up with you. Otherwise, I know all your scandals. Yug said. I don't want to hear anything about dad. Juhi got up and sat next to Jayaraj. We are both with Janvi. Jaya came to them and said. Me too, Rajan also said. I am already with mom. Yug also started saying. Dad, we are few in number. Everyone is on mom's side. I myself am on your mom's side. Jayaraj said, you also go to mom's side. A happy atmosphere of laughter was created there. It had been quite a few days since Pari joined the office. Her friendship with Ronit had also started growing, and Yug, who couldn't stand Pari at all, had completely fallen for her. As Yug was passing by the canteen in her office, he saw Pari laughing and talking with a boy. His gaze stopped at them. Try this, it's very tasty. My mom sent it, Ronit said, opening his tiffin and placing it in front of Pari. Try my tiffin. Pari also moved her tiffin towards him. Both were eating together. The way they were sitting and eating together, Yug didn't take long to understand that the boy had gotten close to Pari. Yug calls his assistant. Yug asks him for complete details of Ronit Khanna. Soon his assistant was present in his office. Sir, we have a new selection in the accounts department. That boy is from there. He is intelligent and good at his job. Is there any problem? He said. At his words, Yug started thinking. Find out how far his friendship with Pari. Which Pari? His assistant Rahman said. Parinita Mehta, and find out about her. Okay, Rahman said, thinking, as he couldn't understand what interest Yug Singhania could have in Parinita Mehta. It won't be enough to just find out their office secrets. We have to get either Yug or Jayaraj Singhania in our grasp. A beautiful girl said, No, Maya, it's not that easy to control Jayaraj. You don't know him. I know what he is capable of. That is the mistake you made, Dad. You overestimated him. If you say, give this work to me, Maya Srivastava said to her father, Kundan Srivastava. What do you want to do? We attack directly. Jayaraj Singhania and his son Yug Singhania. Let's control them. And attempt should be made on Yug. Anyway, he doesn't have any affairs yet. Now he is a young man, we should set someone behind him and Jayaraj, Maya said. Jayaraj doesn't even look at anyone. He is crazy about his beautiful wife. The man with Kundan Srivastava said. Then give me the work this time. If I don't make Jayaraj Singhania dance to my tune, then my name is not Maya Srivastava. Anyway, at this age, men prefer young girls. They are easy to impress. What are you saying? Kundan Ed? I am thinking why I shouldn't become Maya Jayaraj Singhania. Anyway, I am no longer a 20-year-old girl, I am 35. My divorce has also happened, so what is the problem for you? Don't you want me to get married and settle down? Absolutely want to, but with that man, he has 3 children. But think, such a big industry. Do you know he will marry me? Otherwise, he will be ruined. Maya got up from her place adjusting her dress. And, Maya does what she sets her mind to. Where are you going now? I am going to the club and Jayaraj Singhania is also coming there today. I am going to start my work from today. Saying this, Maya walked out of the room. Now what is this girl going to do? I am afraid of her. She's very stubborn, Kundan Srivastava said. We need someone like this to fix Jayaraj, sir. Have you spoken to that model who is working in their company? हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। Maya said as she exited the room. I'm going to the club and Jayaraj Singhania is also expected there today. I'm starting my work from today. Now what is this girl going to do? I'm afraid of her. She's very stubborn, said Kundan Srivastav. We need someone like her to fix Jayaraj, sir. Have you spoken to that model who is working in his company? I have. I agreed to whatever money she asked for. Good. But will she do the job? Absolutely. She didn't even ask me any questions. Yug is busy with his company's ad campaign, so I meet him often. This is the time when our work can be completed. In fact, Jayaraj Singhania is very cunning. He looks handsome, girls still die for him, but he is a very sharp fellow, Kundan Srivastav was saying. What you're saying is true. He is as deep as he's upfront. And he has become even more cunning with time. Now his son is also working with him. He is exactly like him was in his youth. Doesn't he also have 2 children with his second wife? Yes, the daughter is still in college and there is a son, but he doesn't work in the office. Create a rift between the 2 brothers. Then what can cause trouble in his family? But why do you want to ruin him? Danny asked Kundan Srivastav. You tried once before. Back then, I had found people from his own family. His first wife, she was also with me. But at that time, I would have killed him, but he survived. Do you know what the best part was? My name didn't come up in the entire episode. Alisha and Rekha blamed both of them, and I silenced them by giving them a lot of money. But now I am fully prepared, and I have to attack him not from one side, but from all sides. If his wife didn't trust him and liked money and power, I would have controlled her too. But she is a homemaker who sees nothing but her children and husband. So that woman, despite being his weakness, is his strength. How good it would be if Pradeep Mehta wasn't there. That man is half of Jayaraj's brain. Such a loyal person is very difficult to find. He would give his life but wouldn't betray Jayaraj, Danny said. Indeed, he was very loyal before too. But Jayaraj's wife and Pradeep Mehta's wife are friends, which has strengthened their bond. But there is a secret in Pradeep Mehta's life, which we have. How can we use it? Not now, Danny. Let the time come. When his daughter is in our custody, that secret will be useful for emotional blackmail. Anyway, he is a very simple, very straightforward man. Feelings are very important to him. So how will his daughter be in our custody? Will we kidnap her? Kundan Mehta started laughing at Danny's question. The one pursuing her is our man. He will marry her. Then, will she agree to marriage so easily? Our work has already begun. Then, how will Pradeep Mehta agree? Danny asked. Such circumstances will be created that his daughter will marry and he will also agree. It's best if she gets pregnant before the marriage. The problem is that the girl is very cultured. She won't progress so easily. But her cultured nature itself will be useful to us. I have told that boy that whatever happens between them, there should be complete recording. Even if the marriage doesn't happen, we can blackmail Pradeep Mehta. Meaning, you are surrounding Jayaraj Mehta from all 4 sides. Everything is prepared. Absolutely. Now we cannot defeat them with money, so there is only one way to get our work done. How will Maya control Jayaraj Singhania? This will not happen. Maya's is the most difficult task. If she comes under our control, then we won't need anyone. Sir, we should also leave. Our goods are stored in our factory outside. We will move them from there tonight. All right, let's go. Kundan said, why have we booked a room in this hotel for such a long time? We need a base, don't we? If we sit somewhere else, we are looked at with suspicion. If we keep coming and going to this hotel, no one will suspect us. Besides, this hotel will be sold to me in a few days. Given its condition, it won't last much longer, and I want to buy it. This hotel's location is very good. Its basement will be useful for storing our goods. Sir, you are right about this. This hotel is a very good place for our business. Soon, both of them left the hotel room. After they left, a man entered the room. He pulled a stool and took down the wall clock from the wall. There was a hidden camera inside it. He took it out. हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें. यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए. Yes, sir, you're right. This hotel is a great location for our business. A little while later, the two of them left the hotel room. After they left, a man entered the room. He pulled out a stool and removed the wall clock. He took out a hidden camera from it. Janvi, why don't you come with me? We should go to the club. It's been a long time, Jairaj said as he stood in front of the mirror, styling his hair. I'll definitely go with you, but the kids asked for a specific dish today, and I'm the only one who can make it. That's why I won't go with you. You go alone, Janvi replied. Sometimes listen to your husband, Jairaj said as he walked out of the dressing room and sat beside Janvi on the bed. You've been going to the club much less lately. You should go and keep yourself busy, Janvi said, thinking he would cancel his plans. Why? Don't you want me to stay with you? Jairaj asked. Not at all. I have work to do. Why are you looking at me like that? Janvi asked, as Jairaj looked at her. Can you read my expressions? Jairaj asked, taking Janvi's face in his hands. He kissed her lovingly. Even now, when I'm with you, I feel the same way as I did on our first night together. Let's drop it. Get up, Janvi said. Why are you rushing me? What's wrong? Jairaj asked as they both stood up. I have no problem, but I have a problem with how you go out looking so handsome. Who would guess you're 55 when you look like you're 40? You don't need to be that fit or wear a half-sleeved t-shirt to show off your muscles, Janvi said. Then come with me and don't let anyone look at me, Jairaj said, moving Janvi's hair away from her neck and burying his face in her neck. Jay, stop it. Now go to the club. You're running late, Janvi said. She knew that with these actions, he wouldn't let her work, nor would he go anywhere. Jairaj left for the club and Janvi went to the kitchen to make the kids their favorite food. You should go with him. Why do you stay in the kitchen? Jaya asked as she entered the kitchen. Mom, why are you so concerned about my son? Janvi asked. The world is very bad, beta. I'm just as worried about you now as I was 25 years ago. When you're with him, I have no worries, Jaya replied. Janvi laughed. He's a father of 3. As Jairaj entered the parking lot, another car took the spot he was about to park in. Jairaj looked at it in surprise and anger. He had wanted to park there. He parked his car elsewhere and got out. Maya also got out of her car and approached him. Sorry, handsome, I liked this spot, so I took it. Jairaj didn't respond. He walked towards the club. You seemed really upset. I'll move my car if you want, Maya said. No, it's fine. No need to move it, Jairaj replied and went inside. Aren't you going to tell me your name? Maya asked as she followed him into the club. Mr. Singhania, it's been a while since you've been here, a man greeted him. Ah, Maya-ji here as well. It's been a long time, he replied. I just arrived and upset your friend, Maya said. What did you do to upset Mr. Singhania? The man asked. No, I'm not upset, Jairaj said. Really? Then let's sit at the same table, Maya suggested. Jairaj wasn't in the mood to sit with her, but he couldn't refuse. What can I get you to drink? Maya asked as they stood at the bar. Sorry, I don't drink, replied. Who doesn't drink these days? All right, I'll have juice then. You can get it for both of us, Maya said. Mr. Singhania, right? What's your full name? I'm not from India. I only visit occasionally, so I don't know many people, Maya asked. Jairaj Singhania, Jairaj replied with a smile. Jairaj Singhania, are you the Jairaj Singhania from Singhania Industries? You can't be him. Why not? Jairaj laughed. As far as I know, he's over 50. No one as handsome as you can be over 50, Maya said looking at Jairaj's body and face. Jairaj laughed. You really are. I'm impressed. I'm your fan, Maya said. I enjoyed your company, but I have to go. Maya expected Jairaj to stop her and show interest in talking to her, but he didn't. Can I have your phone number? We can be friends. Maya extended her hand. They shook hands and she got his number. Let's go, I have to leave. We'll meet soon, she said and left the club. As soon as she left, she called her dad. My work is done, Dad. What did you say? He is really a fast-moving man. I got his phone number in just 10 minutes. Did he ask for your number? Kundan Srivastav asked. No, he didn't take my number. Just one more meeting, Dad. If I don't make him dance on my fingers, I'm not Maya, she replied. Then why did you leave so quickly if you were having such a good time? Kundan asked. I don't want him to feel like I'm behind him. We'll meet again soon, Maya said and left. As she left, Jairaj's phone rang. I need to talk to you, sir. Can we meet? हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। Now, why are you coming back so soon? If you were having such a good time? Because I don't want him to feel like I'm behind him. Our next meeting will be soon. Saying this, Maya left from there. Just after that, Jairaj's phone rang. I need to talk to you, sir. It's very important. Can you meet me? As soon as the phone call came, Jairaj got up from there and went outside. Maya was taking out her car. She saw Jairaj and rolled down her window. It seems like you can't concentrate without me. You also came after me. Take it that way. Saying this, Jairaj smiled and sat in his car. Jairaj took the car and left the parking lot quickly. Maya sat in the car and watched him leave. I won't let you get spoiled. I have to make you mine. She was already infatuated with Jairaj at first sight. Where can I find such a handsome and successful man? Why are you after me to get spoiled? I want to marry you, Maya said looking at him. How would it be, Maya, Jairaj Singhania? She said to herself. We both will look very good together, a perfect couple. For this, it's necessary to meet his wife first. Let's find out what she's like. Who is she anyway that has to leave Jairaj's life? Who is there in the place where Maya should be? Maya took out her phone and searched for Jairaj and his family on Google. She knew a bit about his family before. Maya had married twice and moved out of the country after her marriages didn't work out, and she had returned after many years. There were many pictures of Jairaj with his wife Janvi and many pictures with Yug. Yash and Juhi were also in several pictures, but there were only a few pictures of them. After Jairaj, Yug was also famous in the media. Jairaj had kept his children away from the media. You're beautiful, Maya said while looking at Janvi's pictures. You also look much younger than your age. While looking at those pictures, Maya began to form an opinion about Janvi. Yug is very close to you. Maybe you used Yug to marry Jay. Otherwise, can a stepmother love her stepchild? I also have to meet Yug. There must be something in your family that Yug doesn't like. After all, he must feel alone among this whole family. Dad thinks from a different angle. That's why he hasn't been successful so far. I have to attack their home. There must be some problem between Yug and Janvi. The stepmother and step-siblings will also trouble him. While scrolling through her phone, an old picture of Jairaj and Janvi appeared. In it, Jay was looking at Janvi with love and Janvi was looking somewhere else. It looked like a party photo. After a few days, Jairaj will look at me with such love. You don't go well with him. I should be with him. You don't wear such clothes, do you? Sari, long hair, so simple. So, it won't be a big deal to trap Jairaj. Get ready, Jairaj. I'm coming. To become Manya Singhania in your life. I wanted to talk to you, Bhaiya. Yash and Yug were sitting together in the office at night. I wanted to tell you something. Yash said, What is it? Ask me what's the matter. You will say that it doesn't matter to you. Saying this, he fell silent. Is there any problem? How can I not care about your problem? Why are you saying this?
There is a boy in the office these days who is often seen with Priya Didi, Ronit Khanna. Yug said, "You know him. It's right. You know everything about the whole office. But what happened?" Yug started talking. "I don't think he's okay. The boy is trying to stick too close to Priya Didi and is showing too much closeness. Bhaiya, don't get angry, but I think he's good for me. She should be my bhabhi, not laughing and talking with anyone else. My blood boils." The file that was in Yash's hand, he kept it aside and said to Yug, "All right, we'll do what you want. Why are you getting so hyper? She will be your bhabhi only." "What did you say, Bhaiya? Will you make Priya Didi my bhabhi? Really, Bhaiya, you're the best." He got up and hugged Yug. "Stop overacting and work. You should propose to Priya Didi and stop her from roaming with that boy. My bhabhi shouldn't be with anyone else. Nowadays, you are also getting big lunch. Who is that beautiful girl who was scolding you during lunch today? Maybe you will make her my bhabhi," Yug said with mischief. After hearing Yug's words, he smiled. "I have many intentions, but she doesn't listen to anyone. She scolds her father a lot, and today I also got scolded. You talked to mom and dad about that girl." "Oh, I was just joking. You got serious." He laughed. "First, let something happen to me, then only something will happen to you. My girl doesn't even look at me. So, Bhaiya, shouldn't you see her? You are so handsome and also my boss in the office, the future CEO of Singhania Industries. Which girl will refuse you?"
हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। यहाँ हजारों कहानियाँ हैं आपके लिए। Yash said playfully, "Oh, I was just joking. You've become serious?" He started laughing. Yash said, "Let me have something first, then you'll have something. The one I like doesn't even look at me." Yug said, "Then she should look at you, brother. Such a handsome brother, and on top of that, her boss at the office, the future CEO of Singhania Industries. Which girl would refuse him?" Yug said casually, "I'm not going to take the tension of becoming the CEO." Yash asked, "Meaning, how many more years will dad work? You'll have to handle it." Yug smiled at Yash and said, "Yashraj Singhania will become the CEO of Singhania Industries and Yugraj Singhania will be his personal assistant." Yash began to say, "But I never want to become the CEO of Singhania Industries. You know that well, brother." Yug said, "Why did I advise you to work at a lower level? Because I wanted you to understand things that I couldn't. I know how capable my brother is. I have a bit too much anger. And to manage such a big industry, you don't need an angry person. You need someone who thinks with a cool head. I know everything about you. You are a very capable young man." Yug added, "All right, brother, let's leave this matter. But I'll say one thing. If you ever talk about me becoming the CEO of Singhania Industries, I will leave home." Yash placed his file there and started to leave the office. Yug stopped him. "What are you doing? Why are you sulking like a child?" Yash said, "Look, brother, becoming the CEO of Singhania Industries is your right. You are the elder son of Jairaj Singhania and Janvi Singhania. You handle the work first. If there's ever a need, I'll do it." Yug said, "Remember, Singhania Industries will never come between us two brothers, and the girl who moves forward in life with me will also know the importance of Yash in Yug's life." Yash started laughing. "Leave all these things. Dad is here to look after it now. Whoever our children will be, we'll make them the CEO." Both brothers sat back down to work. Jairaj and Janvi were both sitting on their bed in the bedroom. The TV was on in front of them. A news channel was playing. Janvi took the remote from Jairaj's hand and started playing a movie. Jairaj's attention was not on the news. He was thinking. Jairaj, lost in deep thought, was unaware of his surroundings. Janvi said, "Didn't you notice I changed the channel? You're still looking straight ahead." Jairaj said, "Janvi, don't you think there's a lot of risk in this? You told me so easily. No, you will do it." Janvi said, "Then who else will do it? I can't take risks with the children. You tell me yourself, should we take such a risk?" Jairaj said, "I don't understand anything. I'm very worried." Janvi became sad. "I only have faith in you that you can fix everything." Jairaj took Janvi in his arms and said, "Okay, don't be so sad. All right, I'll have to do it."
The next day, after the office ended, people were coming out of the office. Ronit said to Pari, who was coming out of the office, "Will you come with me today?" Pari asked him, "Where do we have to go?" Ronit said, "I have to introduce you to someone. Don't ask who it is. You'll know when you meet them." Pari said, "Still, where do we have to go?" Ronit said, using emotional blackmail, "If I don't tell you, you won't come with me. Don't you trust me?" Pari said, "Okay, I'm coming." She started walking towards Ronit's bike with him. Yog was taking out his car. The model was with him. They both had already sat in the car. As soon as he saw Pari getting on Ronit's bike, he started getting angry. Model Gauhar said, "Then where will we go? If you don't mind, my room is booked at the hotel. Let's go there. I have something important to talk to you about." But where was Yog's attention? His attention was on Pari in front, who was about to sit on Ronit's bike. Yog said to Gauhar, "Listen, you go by taxi. I have very important work." And he quickly got out of the car and started going to Pari. Pari had already sat on the motorcycle. Ronit smiled and said, "Put your hand on my shoulder." Yog said, "Miss Parinita Mehta, I have very important work with you." She had gotten off the motorcycle. Yog said, "I need to talk about the ad editing work that's in progress. If you want, we can talk at the office. If you have time, come with me. We can talk on the way." Pari said, "Okay, sir, I'll come with you." She started coming with Yog. Model Gauhar had gotten out of the car and was starting to leave. When she saw Yog coming with Pari, she was surprised. She thought to herself, "He made me get out of the car for this girl." Yog and Pari, they both got into the car together. Yog was thinking to himself, "My whole plan is ruined. Controlling her is a very difficult task. I had booked a room. I thought the work would be completed today."